Assalamualaikum. I am the team leader. My name is Nurhanis binti Nur Azman. You all can call me Miss Hanis. Can you all introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi,
Hi,
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Good morning,
Good morning, Miss.
My name is Nafisa
Sofia
binti
binti
Muhammad. You can call me Tisa.
Lisa.
I'm the
I'm the
trainer.
trainer.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nafi Shubakis binti Muhammad Amdan. So you guys can call me as a Balkis.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Amalinda binti Awal Jafar, and so guys, you can call me Amalina.
Okay. The purpose of I'm doing this meeting is to explain what learning is, how the brain influence learning, and discuss different theories of learning, especially in graphic design and animation. Okay, good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss learning in the context of graphic design and animation. In our fast evolving industry, keeping up with new tools like Blender, Maya or Unity is essential for our team's success. Understanding how we learn can help us improve our workflows, creativity and adaptability.
Okay. So learning is the process of acquiring new skills or knowledge, such as mastering new animation techniques or improving 3D modeling skill. In the context of our work, cognitive learning involves understanding complex software tools. Associative learning helps us link certain techniques with the creative outcomes. And observational learning allows us to learn from senior artists or college. The brain plays a key role by processing visual information, developing muscle memory for repetitive tasks, and for stirring creativity.
Miss Fisa, I have a question. So, as I'm working on the 3D modeling for a game, so how can I use the observational learning to improve my skill?
In 3D modeling, observational learning is crucial. You can watch senior designers or online tutorials where professionals demonstrate advanced technique in the Blender or Maya. By observing how they use lighting, texture, or ringing in their project, you can apply similar methods in your own work.
Okay, Miss Visa, can I ask you something? I am working with Unity on game animation. How can associative learning help me here?
Associative learning is helpful when you associate certain tools or techniques with successful outcomes. For instance, linking specific animation styles or movement with better audience engagement can reinforce the use of those techniques in future projects.
I see.
Okay, thank you guys for giving help in this meeting. See you soon. Bye bye.
Okay, thank
you,
you,
Miss.
Miss.
Hi and a good afternoon, everyone. So today's decision is all about our shaping behavior in the workplace. So we will talk about how using reinforcement and punishment can help improve our workflows. So especially in a creative fields like graphic design and animation. So today I'm going to introduce about myself first. So my name is Nafi Shubakis Binti Mahamda Andan, and I know as a trainer. So I'm going to introduce you guys about the shaping behavior. So I want to know yours name.
Okay, so hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nafisa Safia binti Muhammad Nazli and I'm as employee 2.
Hi, my name is Nurhanis binti Nur Azmain. I am the employee 1.
So hi, nice to meet you guys. So I'm going to explain more about the shaping behavior. So first we are going to start about shaping behavior in organization. So basically, shaping is a technique where we encourage a small step towards a desired behavior. So reinforcing a positive actions and discouraging unwanted ones. In a game design, this could mean improving how we collaborate, hit deadlines, or enhance our creativity. So first, I will let dive into the positive reinforcement. So as you guys can see at the slide, rewarding behavior we want to see is more of. It could be as simple as receiving recognition for complementing a task on a time for creating high quality asset.
Okay. For me, I've noticed that getting positive feedback really pushed me to do better. When I receive praise for chair at the models, I feel more motivated to improve them.
Oh, exactly, Hanis. Now let's do a quick role play to see a positive reinforcement in action. So I will be your supervisor, and you are working on a 3D model. So Hanis, I see you made excellent progress on the character model. The proportions and texture works are stunning. So great job, and keep up the creativity.
Thanks. I will keep pushing myself to refine the texture even further.
So notice how I go specific praise, focusing on the effort and the quality. Positive reinforcement is encourage you to continue that high level of works. So next, let's talk about a punishment, which is a negative reinforcement lah. Punishment is a way to reduce unwanted behavior, not being harsh, but by addressing action that hurt team's performance. The trainer will role play with Brian to show how to handle the jobs. So already how to reduce behavior we don't want. Is it not about being harsh? So hi Visa. We will do a role play scenario where I'm your supervisor and you miss a deadline on animation project.
Sure.
Visa, I noticed that the animation sequences was submit on time. We depend on a timely submission to meet our goals. If this happens again, we might have to reassign some of your tasks.
I understand. I will make sure to manage my time better and hit the deadlines moving forward.
So next, let's talk about punishment. So punishment as a way to reduce unwanted behavior, not being harsh, but they are addressing actions that can affect the team's performance. So Visa, so we are going to do a role play scenario. So I'm going to be your supervisor and you are miss a deadline on an animation project.
Okay, sure.
Okay, Visa, I noticed that animation sequences wasn't as submit on time. We depend on a timely submission to meet our goals. So if it happens again, we might have to reassign some of your tasks.
Oh, I see. I understand. I will make sure to manage my time better and hit the deadlines moving forward.
Here, so I apply a light forms of a punishment by introducing the possibility of a reassigned task. So the goal is to encourage better time management while reminding the Pisa about how he work imports the rest of the team. So let's open up the discussion. How do you think the methods positive reinforcement and punishment so that can be applied in your daily work as a graphic designer and animation? Hanis can start first.
Okay. First, positive reinforcement works wonders. When my offers are recognized, I feel more excited to push boundaries with character design.
Okay, so for me, both are important. Positive feedback keeps me engaged, but those occasional reminders about deadlines are necessary. It's easy to lose track of time in animation, but knowing the sequences helps me to keep focus.
Okay, that's a great opinion and a point. Thank you for Nafisa and Hanis. So the key is a balance for a positive reinforcement has creativity flourish. So while punishment or constructive feedback ensure accountability, especially when we are working on a tight schedule. Whether it's creating characters or animating environment, so this technique can improve both the quality of our work and how we collaborate as a team. So this is what about shaping behavior actually. So I'm going to say thank you for Hanis and Nafisa to be in this meeting. So I hope this all thing that I'm going to say is okay for you guys, and you guys can take a learn and then more motivation for you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi, Assalamualaikum to everyone. Good evening. My name is Nafisa Sofia binti Muhammad Nazli and I'm the HR manager. This team would like to talk about perception and judgment about others. First, I want to you guys introduce yourself first.
My name is Nur Amalin, as employee.
Hi, Miss Nafisa. I'm an official Balkis as an employee too.
Okay, so good to see you both. Today, I want to dive into a topic that affects all of us in the workplace: perception and judgment about others. The way we perceive people and situations can be influenced by many factors, and it shapes how we interact with our colleagues. Let's start by discussing the perceptual process. Okay, first, perception involves reflecting, organizing, and interpreting information to make sense of the world around us. Our past experience, cultural background, and current emotions can influence how we see others. For example, if we have worked with someone who miss deadlines frequently, we might assume another colleague with a similar role will do the same.
Okay, that is so true. I remember once when I was working on a character design project with a new team member because they were quite quick in meeting. I assumed they won't contribute much, but it turned out they were just more reserved and prefer working all solo. I misjudged their work.
Okay, so that's a perfect example, Amalina. Our initial perception can sometimes lead to false judgments. Now, let's talk about common shortcuts in judging others. Things like stereotype, the halo effect, and the contrast effect. Okay, so first, the stereotypes are when we assume something about someone based on the group they belong to. So, for instance, assume all animators are more creative and structured. So, the halo effect occurs when we let one positive trait, like someone being highly skilled in 3D modeling, influence our entire view of them. So the opposite is true for negative traits in the horn effect. So the last but not least, the contrast effect can destroy how we evaluate someone based on comparisons with others. What about you?
Ah, if I'm evaluating a fellow animator, and they are working with someone super fast, I might unfairly judge their work as slow, even if it's a normal pace.
Exactly, that's the contrast effect in action. It happens a lot in performance reviews or teams assessments. We compare people without considering the individual context, which leads to unfair judgment.
Okay. For I noticed the halo effect before. There was someone in our team who was amazing at texturing character, and because of that, I assumed they be good at other tasks too, like rigging. But it turned out rigging wasn't their strength at all.
It's easy to let one strong trait color our entire perception of someone. The key is to recognize this shortcut and not let them cloud our judgment. So, Amalina, do you have any thoughts or question on how to avoid these biases?
Miss, can I answer? How do we catch ourselves before we make the assumption, especially in the fast-paced environment we were in? Is it hard to always to be conscious of our judgment?
That's a great question. One way to avoid this shortcut is to gather more information before making a judgment. For example, if someone's quiet in the meeting, instead of assuming they are disengaged, consider asking them for their input directly. Also, reflect on your own biases. Ask yourself, am I letting one trait influence my entire view of this person?
Okay. That's for me. That make sense. I think in graphic design and animation, where teamwork is essential. It's even more important to avoid this bias, and you need a clear perception of each team member strength without letting assumption get in the way.
I totally agree. So with so many moving part in animation, so like coordinating with designers and developers, it's easy to make a snap of a judgment. So I will definitely try to slow down and evaluate based on the actual performance, not just my initial impression.
So, exactly, by becoming more mindful of how perception shapes our interaction, we can create a more positive understanding workplace environment. Whether we are designing characters or animating environments, accurate judgments help force collaboration and respect. Okay, so I think that's all for now. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Um,
Okay. So hi, assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Nur Amalina binti Abu Jafar. I as project manager. So today I would like to talk about decision making. Okay, before we talk about this topic, I want to you guys to introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Miss Binti Nur Azman. You all and Miss can call me Hani.
Hi and good morning, Miss. So my name is Naufis Bagis binti Mama Amdan. So you guys and Miss can call me as Balkis.
okay, so hi, my name is Nafisa Sofia, and you guys can call me Fisa. Hi, Miss.
Okay, so hi everyone. Thanks for joining. We were kicking off a new project, and we need to discuss how we approach decision making. As you know, we have tight deadline, and every decision from the character design to the animation scriptures need to align with our goals. So today we will explore 3 different decision making processes to determine the best fit for this project. Okay, first, let's talk about rational decision making. Hanis, could you walk us through the steps?
Okay. Sure. Rational decision making is a structured step-by-step approach to solving problems. It's usually involve identifying the problem, gathering information, generating possible solutions, evaluating those solutions, and then choosing the best one. Isa, can you share the slide?
Sure. Wait first.
Okay, this is the diagram of rational decision making process. For example, if we are deciding on a character design style, we would start by outlining the game's aesthetic needs, gather references and side options, read the pros and cons each design, and finally choose the one that best suits the game's narrative and technical constraints.
I see. That's a solid approach. It's logical and true, but it can be time consuming. Balkis, would you work both fast-paced and structured project? Can you explain bond rationality and when it might be more useful?
Oh, definitely can. So, basically, bounded rational is when we make a decision based on a limited information and a time constraints. So, to accepting that we can always make the perfect decision, so we aim for a good enough solution instead of the best possible one. So, for instance, when we are building a game environment, so we might not have time to explore every possible design. So instead that we use the best available texture and animation within our technical and time limit. So we can knowing that the result will still look good even if it's not a perfect.
Oh, that interesting. But it's about balancing quality with deadline. Fisa, you often work under instant time pressure. Can you share your experience with intuitive decision making?
Okay, wait. Sorry. Okay, so sure. Intuitive decision making is more about going with your gut feeling based on experience and instinct. I find it especially useful in animation where you often don't have time to weigh all the pros and cons. Sometimes I will know instantly how a character should move just from looking at the design or the environment they are interact with. Okay, so for example, if a character is in high energy chase sequence, I will intuitively know how to animate the motion, like adding a slide, stumble, or an accelerate leap without overthinking it. The decisions come from my years of animating similar sequences.
Thanks, Fisa. So we have got three approaches: the structures, logical part of rational decision making, the bone rationality approach with which balance time and resources, and the intuitive method relying on experience. Now let's debate which one is the most appropriate for our project. Hanis, can you give your opinion?
I think for something like the initial character design and games assets, we should go with rational decision making. We need to research and evaluate different art styles, especially since the characters are the visual of the game. This process ensures we cover all our bases.
Okay, for Balkis?
For my opinion, I agree with the earliest stage. So, but I think once we move into a building environment, the bounded rationality might be better. So we don't have a time to make every decision perfectly. And we will need to make a trade-off between visual quality and performance. If we aim for a good enough, we can still achieve a visually stunning work without blowing the shadow.
Okay, for Fisa?
Okay, I get that, but when it comes to animating characters, especially high energy sequences, I prefer intuitive decision making. There's no time to analyze every
by
move
frame.
frame by frame.
So we need to trust our
trust
instinct,
our instincts,
especially
especially for
fast
fast
paced
paces,
action,
action, heavy seats.
Oh, great point from all of you. It sounds like we might need a combination of these approaches depending on the pace of the project. Early design work could follow the rational approach. Environment building could benefit from bond rationality, and when we are in full production mode with animation, intuitive decision making process will help us move more faster.
That makes sense. A flexible decision-making process approach based on the project phase.
I agree also. It's all about using the right tool for the right job.
Exactly, we can adapt as needed.
Perfect. Let's keep this in mind as we move forward. We will start with rational design for decision for the design phase. Shift to bond rationality as we build environment and rely on institution with animating. Thanks everyone. This decision has set a clear path for our decision making process. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.